Welcome back. Today we will see important and interesting topic of designing graphics in Applet. Graphics means it can be a different shape like circle, lines, square, and by basic shapes, by using that basic shapes, we can design many different shapes with different colors as well. So starting with the graphics, always we have to think about the coordinate system of display area of Java applet. The coordinate system starts from the top left corner as 0 0, and the horizontal coordinate is x and the vertical coordinate is y. So for every pixel point on the display area, we need to mention two coordinate, that is x coordinate and y coordinate. We will start understanding where this functionality we will get. In the AWT, that is Abstract Window Toolkit package, there is an important class that is graphics. This graphics class is having many predefined methods for drawing different shapes and having different colors for giving to this shape under this graphics class. So we will start with the first shape, that is line. So for line, there has to be 2 points, and as I said, for every point there has to be two coordinate x and y, that is horizontal point and vertical point. So for drawing a line on an applet window, we will need four coordinate, that is starting x and y and ending x and y coordinate. So let us draw a line on an applet window. So for starting with the designing of applet window, we will import two important packages, that is AWT and applet.star package. We will define a class with the public access specifier, and we have to extend the applet class for the lifecycle method. We have to write all the output code in the paint method of applet class having graphics class object as a parameter. Now for drawing a line, there is a predefined method in the graphics class, and that is draw line method, where L is the capital, and we need four coordinates, starting x, starting y, ending x and ending y. So let us draw us G dot draw line L capital. Let us give starting x and y coordinate and ending x and ending y coordinate. So four coordinates we have given. Let's see how the line will appear. Before that, we have to include the HTML applet tag mentioning the file name in front of code attribute having and giving width and height of applet window as a compulsory parameter in applet tag. Close the applet tag and end the comment. Save the file with classname.java extension app.java. Save the file, compile the code. If there are no error, run the file with Applet Viewer tool, giving name of the file and .java extension. The line is drawn. By default, the foreground color is black, so graphics will appear in the black color only. If you want to change the color of the line, we can change it by writing g dot set color c capital in bracket, give the name of standard color by color dot color name, save the code, compile the file, run the file. The line has appeared in the red color. Moving on, next shape is rectangle or square. If we want to draw a rectangle or square, how many coordinates do we need? So you might be thinking that we for one point we need two coordinates. So for rectangle and square there are four points. So we will need 2 into 4, that is 8 coordinates. So that is wrong assumption. For rectangle or square we need only 4 coordinates. Suppose for drawing this rectangle, we have to just give the first two coordinate mentioning the starting point of rectangle. That is the x and y coordinate for this starting point. And we have to mention the width of rectangle as a third parameter and fourth parameter as a height of the rectangle. So accordingly, rectangle or square will be drawn. Let's write the code for drawing a rectangle. So, for drawing a rectangle, we have a method, that is draw rect method, with r capital and four coordinate x and y, width and height. As rectangle and square both are having four sides, so for drawing a square there is no separate method in the graphics class. For drawing a square we have to give the same value for width and height, so automatically it will become the square. Let's make a change in the code. So draw rect, suppose I am starting at 20 and 60 as a starting coordinate, and width is 180 and suppose height is 90. Save the code, compile it, run the file. The rectangle is drawn. By using draw method, it is drawing a hollow shape, means just a border line will be drawn with the default color. If you want the border color to appear in a different color, suppose red, then we have to give the set color method before drawing a shape, so that now the rectangle border line will appear in the red color. Now if we want to draw a solid rectangle, that is filled rectangle or a square, so instead of draw, just put fill rect method where r is capital and the coordinate will be same. For square we have to give the width and height value as the same. So just for making this rectangle as a solid one, we will make change over here in draw. Just we will type fill, so it will appear the rectangle filled by a red color because we have mentioned the red color. Compile the code, run the code, the rectangle has appeared in the red color. For square we have to give the width and height value as the same, so it will appear as a square. So I have changed the width and height value as the same. Save the code, compile the code, run the code. Now it has become a square instead of a rectangle. Now next, suppose I want to draw a rectangle or square with a rounded corner. Many of the times we need to draw such a shape, so that is having a rounded corners. So now what parameters we need for this? As we have seen, for rectangle or square only four parameters are needed, that is x, y, width and height. So for this rounded corner we need additional two parameters. So in the previous rectangle, we had started with this xy having width and height. Now we need for this rounded corner only two extra parameter. The last fifth parameter will be, that is the width of angle of corner. So from where we want to put a cut on the horizontal part of the rectangle, that width will be passed of the corner, and last parameter will be the height of angle of corner, means on the height where we want to put a cut of the rectangle, that height we have to give. So for that we have a method draw round rect with r capital. The four parameters are same, that is x, y, width and height, and last two parameters are width of angle of corner and height of angle of corner. Again, same for the square, the width and height, that is fourth value, fifth and sixth value should be same. Third, fourth should be same, and fifth and sixth should be same. Let's try the rectangle with rounded corner. Suppose this is a rectangle. I want to put it as a rectangle. I want this rectangle with a rounded corner. So just g dot round rect, and we have to give two additional parameter, that is width of angle of corner and height of angle of corner. Let's see how this shape appears. So we see only a small round over there. If we increase the value, we can see the corners with a rounded shape. See, the rounded corner has appeared. If we want this rounded rectangle filled with the color, just put fill in front in place of draw, fill round rect, compile, run, that is filled with the red color. If we want this square filled with the red color with rounded corner, so for that we will give the third and fourth parameter as the same, that is width and height of the rectangle as the same, and we have to give the width and height of the angle of corner, that is last two parameter as a same. So then only it will appear as a rounded corner square. Okay, moving on. Next shape is ellipse or circle. Circle is a shape having the radius as an attribute. So you might be thinking, for drawing a circle or ellipse, we will need to have a radius and the coordinate, the point or the center. But that is not case while drawing a graphics on an applet window in Java. For ellipse or circle, we need again only same four parameters, that is xy, that is starting point, width and height. And in that rectangle, however it appears, the ellipse will be fitted in these four coordinates according to its shape or width or height. And for circle, we have to give the same width and height so that it will appear like a circle. For that, we have a method, draw oval. O is capital, same coordinates, starting xy, width and height. There is no separate method for drawing a circle in Applet. That can be drawn with the same method, draw oval. While giving the value of width and height, it should be same. So let's draw a ellipse. Draw oval, xy, width and height. Suppose I have given, the ellipse should appear. Let's check for that. It has become an ellipse. If I want the square, then I have to give the width and height as the same parameter. Then check the code, circle has appeared. If we want the circle or ellipse with solid color filled with the color, just replace the draw with the fill word, compile and run the code. It is filled with the color. Now moving on, polygon. For polygon means a shape which is having many sides. These are different types of polygon as per the number of sides, like triangle which is having three sides, heptagon, octagon, according to the number of sides. So how the polygon can be drawn on an applet window in a Java. Now suppose for drawing a polygon, if I want to draw such a polygon, so of course we have to think about the number of points. So here this polygon have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 corners or points. So for each point, we know that we need two coordinate x and y. So it means I have a set of 5 x coordinate and I have a set of 5 y coordinates. So for drawing this polygon, we need to have an array of x coordinate and array of y coordinate, and we should know the number of points, how many points we want to draw for a polygon. So for that we have a method draw polygon where p is capital, pass three parameter x array, y array, and number of points. So we will make a change in the code. Before drawing a polygon, we have to create an array and we will initialize that array with the points. Suppose, and we will need suppose 5 points. So this is X array. We will have Y array which is initialized with the point. It will be a random value I am giving. X array, Y array, and suppose I have number of points as a 5. Then we can draw a polygon with draw polygon method, pass x array, y array, and n, that is number of point. Compile the, sorry, save the code, compile the code. So we have passed x array. In method polygon, spelling was wrong, polygon. Save the code, compile the code, run the applet. So we have got a polygon having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 corners. If we want the polygon to be filled with the mentioned color, just in place of draw put fill polygon, compile the code and run the code. The polygon is filled with the color. Now next we have an arc. For drawing an arc we need to have points like where to start, that is x and y coordinate, and we need to have width of the arc, height of the arc, and we should know the two angle, that is starting angle and the sweep angle. So this is the syntax of draw arc method in graphics class. Draw arc, which is having A as a capital, X, Y, width, height, starting angle, and sweep angle. So accordingly, the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction we can mention the angles. Let's see the code for drawing an arc. Draw arc, starting coordinate, width, height, and start angle, and suppose the sweep angle is like this. I am putting random values. So this is how the arc has been drawn. The starting coordinate, width of the arc, this is the width of the arc, height of the arc, and start angle and the sweep angle is given over here. So however you change the values over here, it will appear with a different directions, points. Let's check for this. Sorry. arc is here. 90-degree start angle and sweep angle is 180-degree. So this is how we can design a basic graphics on an applet window. The predefined methods are available under graphics class for designing different shapes, and we can change the color with the set color method. See you in the next session. Thank you.